What's up, everybody? Welcome to JV.omYoga. I'm Jamie and this is Echo. We are just getting ready for bed and about to do a few really nice yoga poses that will help ease us into our slumber tonight. So I wanted to share them with you in case anyone is having trouble sleeping or just wanted an extra little relaxing flow before bedtime. So before we get started, I will suggest just having a bunch of blankets and pillows on hand to keep you comfy and to just help us really feel supported and extra cozy since it is a bedtime flow. So grab as many blankets and pillows as you think you might need or as you want to wrap around yourself right now, and we will get started. So I'll just move everything out of the way here, including the big old floof. The first pose that we are going to do is the locust pose. So if you're on the ground, I will suggest putting a blankie right underneath your pelvis, just so it's not on too hard of a floor. If you're on your bed like me, about to go to sleep, then we don't have to worry about that because it's already a pretty soft surface. So we'll all meet lying down on our bellies. Just taking a moment here, getting comfortable, just kind of sprawling ourselves out on whatever surface we're on. I hope you can see me okay. All right, so arms are going to come to the side of the body, palms facing up. Forehead is going to come down. We're going to turn the big toes in towards each other. So big toes should be touching or almost touching. On your exhale, well, let's first take a big, deep inhale together. And as we exhale, we're going to lift the head and the chest off of the ground or the bed, wherever you're at. And then we're going to lift the legs, keeping the toes together. Legs come up, arms come up, shoulders squeeze in towards each other. The bum is squeezed in. So now our belly, our low ribs, and our pelvis is on the floor here as our foundation in this pose. So we're starting to maybe warm them up a little bit here. Shouldn't be too exerting, but we're definitely getting some heat going. So palms are still up. Squeeze the bum, making sure we're breathing deeply here. Maybe our gaze comes up to the sky, allowing us to lift a little bit higher through the chest. Let's take one more big inhale here. And exhale. Release the arms, release the legs, release the forehead to the earth. Let's take that pose just one more time. It's really nice before bed just to get everything kind of moving one last time. So one big inhale with the forehead on the ground here. Exhale, we're going to squeeze the bum. Legs come up to hover, arms come up to hover parallel to the ground that you're on. Shoulder blades are squeezing in. Maybe the heart is being sent forward here a little bit. Gaze coming up. Let's take a few really deep breaths here. Just getting ready for bed, getting ready to slow down. All right, last big inhale here. And all together we'll lower it all down. Forehead comes to the earth. All right, perfect. Let's press up through the hands and just come to a comfy seated position. It's okay, Echo. So comfy seated position here. Perfect. Next one, we're going to do legs up the wall. So if you're on your bed, just find the wall that's near you, or if you're on your mat today, just shimmy on over to a wall that we can stick our legs up. It's really nice. You don't have to have anything under your bum in this pose, but it is really nice if you want to have a little pillow or a blankie to sit on and just to help us extend the legs upward. Depending on your flexibility and how long your legs are, you can play around with how close you're sitting to the wall and how elevated your bum is off the wall. So maybe I'm just going to start with the bum on the ground. Like I said, play around here, figure out what feels comfy and what feels best for you today. So starting on the side of our legs here, we're just going to kind of scoot our bum right up to the wall. And like I said, might be a little bit further away, might be closer. Do what's feeling right for you. So we're going to scoot the bum up on our side and just send our feet, kind of rotating with our whole upper body, sending the feet up. Our whole back and our shoulders come flush against the earth. So here we are. It might really help you to have something wrapped around the legs here. So just wrapped around the lower legs to keep them together. However, we can feel free here to send the legs out farther apart. We can feel free here to have the knees bent, micro bend, or generously bent here at the wall. And just taking some deep breaths here. Sending our inhales deep into the belly. And exhaling, melting a little bit lower into the earth with our backs. So our belly buttons are tucked in nice and heavy here, kind of tucked close to the spine. This pose really activates the circulation in our legs and helps the blood flow. So this is a really good one before bed. If you want to intensify it a little bit more, we can stick the hands up in the air as well and just get the blood flowing in all of our limbs. Maybe some gentle circles with the ankles and the wrists. Hands can be extended up overhead. Hands can be out to the side. I'm sorry if it's hard to see. Hands can be on the fluffy dog nearby. Let's take a few more big deep breaths here all together. Exhale, sinking the lower belly a little bit further into the ground. And on your last exhale or your next exhale, let's bend the knees. Just place the feet on the wall for a little bit of support as we bring the knees down to one side. And very slowly make our way back to seating once again. All right, I'm starting to feel very relaxed and ready for bed, right? Okay, so next pose, we're going to do a restored child's pose. So this one is a very relaxing, really nice to release any tension in the hips and in the neck before we doze off for the evening. So I'm going to come just right up to my knees. I'm going to grab a standard pillow is really good for this. You can use a blankie, you can use a big pillow. Again, the world is your oyster when it comes to props, so use whatever you have handy. So I'm going to place my pillow right in front of my knees here. Knees can be together or knees can be out wide, toes touching. Yogi's choice. We're going to come down with our chest, bringing our chest to the ground, just like a usual child's pose. But as you can see with the pillow here, just makes everything a little bit less intense and a little more squishy, a little more soft. Nice for before bed, not too strenuous at all. You might even want to stack the pillows. Maybe you're looking for a little more height, a little more cushion. So slowly coming down onto your prop. Maybe hands are just just to your sides, holding onto the elbows. No need to extend them long. That can be a little bit of effort before bed, and we're just trying to relax over here. I want you to have the utmost standards for your comfortability always. So just take time and play around. I'm going to take some more blankies, put them right in front of me, and use them as a pillow for underneath my head. So we can either just have our heads and our spine straight, so like a regular child's pose. Chin just kind of hanging off of the front of your prop. Or if it's more comfortable, we can take one ear and drop it to the ground. If we are taking one ear and dropping it to the ground, just be mindful that we do both sides. So in about a minute, I'll give you just a gentle reminder to switch ears if you are on one side. Really allow yourself to melt further down here. Let the ground come up and support you. Allow yourself to be held here by your cushions, by your bed, by your mat. Inhaling, maybe we can tuck the pelvis a little further towards the earth. Exhaling, maybe we can get a little more spaciousness in our spine. If you are resting on one ear, let's slowly raise the head and the neck. Turn to the other side and drop the other ear to the earth or to your prop. Big inhale here. Try to make it the longest, the deepest inhale you've had all day. And on your next exhale, we're going to slowly, slowly press through the hands. Unwind and come back up to seated. Perfect. All right. The last pose of the evening, everybody. I'm already feeling relaxed. I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. All right, we're going to do a restored butterfly pose. So this pose is so lovely. It's one of my favorites. Echo, I might need you to move, buddy, so we can all see. That's great. Okay, so restored butterfly pose. Yeah, look at you. We're going to build ourselves a little chair, first and foremost. A little chair. Yeah, a little chair. We'll support for our back. So I'm going to have one pillow that's going to be under my upper torso and neck. And then I'm going to have another pillow right behind, stacked higher. So we just want to make sure that in this pose, our head is above our heart. Okay, our head is higher up than our heart. And this just makes sure that the blood is flowing, the breath is flowing, that everything is moving a little bit more easily. So I have my tall pillow for my head. I have my pillow a little bit lower for my shoulders and my upper torso. And then I'm going to get my body pillow here, or even if you have a towel or a blanket just rolled up, that's absolutely perfect. So coming to lean back on our little chair support that we've made for ourselves, I'm going to bring the bolster or the blankie, whatever you have available here, I'm just going to bring it right under my knees. So Soles of the feet are going to come to touching or just towards each other. They don't have to be touching. Knees fall to the side, and knees are going to be supported. So they're not just hovering in space, they're going to be on top of this bolster that we have here. So get comfy, get into your breath. We're going to shimmy our way down. This is a really nice one to wrap yourself in a blankie as well. I know this pose has put a lot of people to sleep from what I've seen. Okay, so just making our way back. Let's tuck the elbows kind of close into the torso. Maybe hands can rest on our tummy or at our side. Our knees are being held. Our neck and our head is being held. Our shoulders are being held. But we can definitely try to make sure there is space between the shoulder and the ear. Big inhale here into the belly. I invite you here to do a little scan of the body and just notice if we're holding tension anywhere or if we are feeling a little bit fidgety anywhere. And just try to breathe into that area. Sending new breath in and exhaling out any old tension, any old thoughts, anything that might be sticking around. As we get ready to end our day, just making sure that our slate is clear and full of gratitude and openings for a good sleep and whatever tomorrow has to bring. So let's all, only if you're ready, please stay in this pose for as long as you want. If you are ready, you can start to bring a little movement back into the fingertips, into the toes. Start to wiggle. Maybe get the arms moving. Taking a nice stretch overhead. Maybe sending the legs out long. And rolling onto one side when you're ready to get out of this pose. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so grateful to be part of your bedtime practice. I hope you have a wonderful sleep, sweet dreams. I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you. Namaste.